Today we are going to deal with transformation of graphs. That is, we are going to play with graphs. I am taking a function fx that is equal to sin x plus cos x. So we are going to make a graph of this function. For that, we have to transform this sin x plus cos x into either of sin x or cos x or whatever, tan x, cot x, secant x. So for that, we have to multiply it by 1 by 2 and multiply it again by 2 and write it as 1 by root 2, sorry. And write it as sin x plus 1 by root 2 times of cos x. So this becomes root 2 times sin of x plus 5 by 4. So we can draw easily graph of this function. Like the graph of sin x is like this. This term being 0, 5, 2 pi, this one is 5 by 2, this one is 3 pi. And this value is 1 here, minus 1 here. So if we have to draw a graph of x, sin of x plus 5 by 4, we have to minus this term. Here it is getting added, so we have to minus this 5 by 4 to every value of x. So this point becomes minus 5 by 4, and of course the origin shifts. Minus 5 by 4, minus 5 by 4, minus 5 by 4, minus 5 by 4. And these values will be changing as the maximum value of sin of x plus 5 by 4 will now be root 2, and the minimum value of this function will be minus root 2. So this becomes root 2, that is positive, and this becomes minus root 2, that is negative. So finally we are getting, here is minus 5 by 4, and somewhere here we will get our origin, new origin, that is O dash, and this one becomes 5 by 4, which will give us the maximum value, that is root 2. And like this, we have to subtract all these terms. Now, if you want to make a new graph that is of like sin of x whole mod, this is our new function f(x). So, this is our original graph, that is sin x, y-axis, negative x, positive x, this is 0, this is pi, this is 2 pi. If you are taking mod, then this fx value, the range of fx cannot be negative, and the range previously was minus 1 to 1. Now it will be between 0 to 1, that is all positive numbers. So the graph below the x-axis will shift above the x-axis, and the values, this is like putting a mirror here, the whole part which is below gets upward, and this will look like this. And another transformation, this is sin of mod x. Now there is a limitation in domain. Previously the limitation was in range, that is we are getting only 0 to 1. Now the limitation is in domain, that is we can't put a negative value here. Even if you put negative, it will become positive. So it is like putting a mirror here now on y-axis, like this. Previously the graph was like this, and now the whole values this side. Here the domain is positive, so the graph will look exactly like this here also. So the graph will become like this. Alright. Then our fourth transformation, that will be whole mod. For this we have to draw first sin of mod x, that we did just now, which is this type of m. Now since here there is a limitation in domain and range both, even if we get a negative value for this, it will become positive. So the range will be now positive only. So here the mirror is on y axis as well as in x axis, so this becomes